Emily, what are you doing? Will you stop it? What's the matter, Karen? Stop what? What are you talking about? Are you going to stay home today, as always, and not go out anywhere? Yes, that's the plan. You're staying home every day. You're still too young to stay home all the time. You should go out and get a job. We cannot afford to support a stay-at-home unemployed person. You are mistaken about me being a stay-at-home unemployed person. I only stay at home because I work from home. I'm not unemployed. I have a job. I'm actually pretty busy. You're busy? How can you be busy? You are a parasite in my house. What is this all of a sudden? It's not sudden. It's what I've been thinking ever since we started living together. My lovely son Kevin goes to work every day and comes home exhausted late at night. Why do you stay at home and slack off all the time? You stay in your room, living an easy life, parasitizing Kevin. What a young wife you are! You're pathetic. I'm not living an easy life. I work in my room every day. And with all due respect, I'm the one who makes the most money in our house. I don't deserve to be called a parasite. You're such a detrimental woman. A wife like you would be a bad influence on Kevin. What do you mean by bad influence? My baby Kevin earns less than you, so he would lose confidence because of you. Oh, my poor sweet Kevin. Is that so? Rather, he told me he was thankful that my income is more than others. Isn't it your delusion that he's losing confidence? Of course Kevin won't tell you the truth. My baby Kevin is a kind boy, so he's too shy to tell you the truth. That's why I'm speaking for him. I'm telling you his true feelings. By the way, you say you make $500K a year, but that's a lie, isn't it? It's true. There's no way you can make money by staying home. LOL. Isn't $500K what Kevin earns? Kevin can't earn that much. What is that? Are you looking down on Kevin? I don't look down on him at all. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't know about that. I can't trust anything a parasite wife says. Well, if that's the amount you really earn, you're probably earning it by doing something bad. What do you mean? Perhaps you earn the money by showing your naked body on the internet. Such a slut. How can you do something like that when you're a wife of my baby Kevin? That's disgusting. Why would I do something like that? You have a very vivid imagination, don't you? Will you stop being so paranoid? Well, there's no way a woman like you could make more money than Kevin with a normal job. I worked hard to earn this much. No, you didn't. There's definitely more to it than that. A slut like you doesn't deserve Kevin. Get out of my house. What? You're nothing but a distraction. Your presence is a bad influence on Kevin. Kevin is divorcing this parasitic, filthy wife. That's so out of the blue that I can't accept it. I don't care what you say. Just sign the divorce papers and get the hell out of here. I can't do that right now. I don't think Kevin would like it either if you suddenly say something like that. Kevin and I haven't discussed anything in the first place, so you can't just decide something like this. I think Kevin would be all for the divorce, LOL. What makes you think so? He was bitching about you the other day. He said he can't spend money freely because of you. He was lamenting that he can't even use his credit card as he pleases. It's true that his allowance is all he has, but I don't think he would want to get a divorce just because of that reason. I asked him what he would think about getting a divorce. He said he'd be happy. So, I bet he would definitely agree to the divorce. And I bet he would also praise me for making this happen. LOL. I can't believe he would want a divorce just because of this. I mean, you don't deserve to manage Kevin's finances. You're just a slut wife. I wish you wouldn't get carried away. But if I don't manage Kevin's money, he spends it all. What's wrong with spending your own money as you please? That kind of arrogant attitude leads to divorce. Since you have that much income, you should pay Kevin a huge amount of alimony. LOL. That's so unreasonable. Kevin, is this a good time?
What's wrong, Mom?
It's been about a week since I urged that stupid wife to divorce you. How is everything? She left our house, but I'm just wondering how things turned out. Are the divorce papers filed? I'm so excited to know how it went, I can't sit still.
Of course, the papers are filed. I divorced her. Man, I'm so refreshed, LOL.
That's great.
Thanks to you, I'm super happy now that I'm free from that woman. I can't thank you enough.
I just did what a mother should do. If your son is in trouble or unhappy, it's the parent's job to help him out.
Right on, Mom. You're the best, Mom. I'm glad I'm your son.
Oh my gosh, you make me so happy. Well, I raised a fine person like you, Kevin, so I'm pretty good at things like this too.
Thank you so much.
Well, now that you divorced her, I can finally live without seeing that woman's face. I'm so relieved. It's like the air in my house is cleaner too.
I'm sorry I made you feel uncomfortable. I've been extremely uncomfortable too, but I was having a hard time figuring out how to ask her for a divorce.
You've always been indecisive, Kevin. Don't worry. I'll always be there to help you. Kevin, my baby, you can stay just the way you are.
I'm counting on you, Mom.
By the way, what happened to the alimony?
I'm wondering how much to charge her.
That woman makes $500K a year, so let's charge her a hefty fee.
Yep, I agree.
She's probably at fault for this divorce, so you should be able to get a lot of alimony. Let's just squeeze money out of her as much as we can and live a luxurious life together, shall we?
But I wonder if she did something really bad. Did you hate her that much, Mom?
You know, she didn't do much work. She was lazy and stayed at home, right? And she did the bare minimum of housework. And she was a real cocky bitch. LOL. When I told her to clean my room, she complained that I should at least clean my own room. What a bitch. A woman who doesn't cooperate with the family has to pay alimony. LOL. A parasitic woman who doesn't fulfill her duty as a wife deserves to be divorced.
I see. Well then that's her fault, LOL.
Besides, you were restricted from spending money. Weren't you in a lot of emotional pain?
Yeah, it was really bad. I hated it so much. When I asked her to increase my allowance, she acted so overbearing and yelled at me, no. Who does she think she is to control my allowance?
That's awful. I'm sure that's another factor to raise the amount of alimony. Because Kevin was in pain. Such an evil woman she was.
I thought she was a nice, kind woman when we were dating. I didn't think she was such a horrible woman.
You'd be surprised how many women change when they get married. There are a lot of stupid women like her out there. So don't let them fool you again, Kevin.
I'm okay now. Thanks to her, I've learned to be a good judge of character.
I hope so.
I won't make any more mistakes with women, so don't worry. I only choose good women.
Alright, I believe you, Kevin. You're my son. You should be absolutely fine.
Yep. From now on, we'll be living together, just the two of us, so I'll be counting on you.
Of course. Let's live happily together. Long time no see. I hope you've been well. It's been a while. I've been fine, thank you. Well, now that you're gone, I can do whatever I want. LOL. Do whatever you want? Yeah, I can really do whatever I want. I've been buying a lot of things with Kevin's credit card lately. What? See, you've been restricting the usage of Kevin's money, right? It's great that the limit is gone, LOL. Did you get Kevin's permission for that? Don't tell me you're using Kevin's credit card without his permission. Of course, it's a secret. He's probably been using his credit card a lot now that you're gone. And he won't even notice if I use it a little. Oh, I'm just about to go shopping for new clothes. Of course, I'm using Kevin's credit card. It's a luxury brand that I've always wanted to buy. I can do whatever I want now that you're gone. I can finally enjoy the taste of having a well-paid son. Your son got fired. What? Kevin got fired? That's right. No. That's a lie. Why did they fire the brilliant Kevin? That's impossible. Just because you didn't like the fact that I kicked you out, it's not a good idea to tell false information like that. If you really don't believe me, you can check with Kevin's company. If you say so, it makes it more believable. It's a fact. Well, if it's true that Kevin was fired, what was the reason? Ah, I got it. He wasn't fired, but he actually resigned voluntarily, didn't he? Did his boss bully him or something? And he had to quit because of that? No, that's not it. He was fired. He was laid off. You're living with him now, right? Yes, but you haven't heard anything from him? No, nothing. Kevin had an affair within the company. An affair? Yes. That's impossible. Kevin has always been a straight-laced good boy. He's not a slutty wife like you. Kevin would never commit such a despicable act. But Kevin did such a despicable and disgusting thing. If you don't believe me, call Kevin's company and ask them. It's a lie. I won't be fooled. How the hell do you know that in the first place? How could you possibly know that kind of information when you're stuck at home all the time? I do business with Kevin's company. You do? I thought you were doing something bad to earn money. No, I don't. I'm a regular employee of a company. I told you this many times. But how is it possible for a company employee to make $500K a year? The company I work for is a small venture started by a friend of mine from college. An app we developed became a hit, and now we're inundated with business requests from companies. We are quite busy, but because we have a small number of employees, the president of the company gives us a substantial bonus. I don't understand what you're saying, but it seems like 500K is true. It's a funny world we live in now, that you can earn 500K by staying at home. Our client of Kevin's company knows about my relationship with Kevin, so he was telling me all sorts of things. Yesterday, I heard that Kevin had an affair and was fired. No way! I can't believe my Kevin would do such a lousy thing. Incidentally, it seems that the husband of the adulterer was a lawyer, and he's demanding a large sum of money for compensation. A large sum of money? Yep. There's no way Kevin can pay that kind of money, because he got fired, right? It's impossible to pay compensation when it's so difficult to make a living. But he had an affair, so it can't be helped. That may be true, but I used Kevin's credit card without telling him, and now his savings will be gone. I guess you shouldn't have used your son's credit card without permission. Well, you'll be fine, because I think they'll charge him an amount that a little bit of savings won't be able to handle. Besides, I'll be filing a claim through my lawyer soon. What? Of course I will. But you're already divorced. It's not right to ask for compensation even though you're divorced. How much do you want to hurt Kevin? Kevin had an affair during our marriage, you know? Then it's no wonder I'm demanding compensation. How can you? You're his ex-wife. I'm asking for compensation because I was his wife. Then at least give him a discount. I can pay you 1K out of my savings. You're rich. You can live without compensation. No, I won't forgive him a single penny. I will consult a lawyer about the fact that my mother-in-law snubbed me and kicked me out of the house, so the amount I will charge will be quite high. I am the one who was hurt by my husband's adultery and my mother-in-law calling me a parasite and a naked earner. I will take as much as I can, so you better be prepared. No! Please don't exploit us any further. I'm sorry about what I did. I'm really sorry. So forgive me and Kevin. I can't. If you charge Kevin money too, Kevin will go bankrupt. When Kevin came home, Karen asked him about the affair, and he told her everything in tears. Seeing Kevin's tears, Karen said, "I will somehow help you." She borrowed money in both their names and paid the compensation. Now they are both working part-time jobs. The amount of debt is too large to pay back, so they are living in poverty. Furthermore, Kevin had an affair at his workplace again and was charged compensation. The debt seems to be increasing every day now, and they are both at a loss. Hey, honey, can I talk to you for a second?
What?
Maybe you should go see a dentist.
Huh? Why would you say that to me? My teeth are none of your business.
It is my business. When my husband's teeth are in shreds, people call me names. Remember the family gathering the other day? One of the relatives who was there told me I should send you to a dentist.
Huh? Who the hell said that?
I can't tell you that. But anyway, I too think you should go to a dentist right away.
Why?
Because you always sleep without brushing your teeth. That's why your teeth are falling apart and your breath smells pretty bad. While you're out smoking, the relative said, "What the hell is going on with his bad breath and teeth?" I think you'd better go see a dentist right away. Because if you don't, it's going to be a problem at work, don't you think?
No, I'm never going to a dentist. Let them say whatever they want. My teeth are fine. They don't even hurt at all.
Even if it doesn't hurt right now, it's definitely going to be a big problem in the near future. I think your oral health problems are pretty serious. And if you don't get it treated now, I'm sure you'll have to pay a lot for it later.
I don't like to go to a dentist. I've decided I'm not going to see a dentist for the rest of my life. I hate dentists.
What? Are you seriously saying that? You sound like you're in elementary school.
Of course I'm serious. Don't make fun of me. Going to a dentist won't change anything. There's no point in going there.
I don't think so. Only a dentist can fix your oral problems.
Shut up! I just checked myself, and my breath is nothing to worry about.
No. Let me tell you frankly, your bad breath is pretty bad. Ever since you got cavities, I've been holding my breath when I talk to you. I'm sure people at work and your relatives are really annoyed. They just don't tell you. If your cavities get any worse, you'll definitely regret it. So you should go see a dentist this weekend.
Shut up! You're my wife. Why are you telling me what to do?
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just worried about your future. The worse the cavities get, the harder it's going to be to treat.
I don't give a damn. Whose fault do you think it is that I have cavities?
Huh? It's because you didn't brush your teeth properly, isn't it? It's 100% your own fault.
That's not true. The reason I got cavities is because of the garbage food you made.
What? You call the food I worked so hard to make garbage food?
That's right. They're nothing but garbage food. If you had made better food, I wouldn't have gotten cavities. How are you going to take responsibility for that?
Wait a minute. I don't understand. Why should I be blamed for your cavities? Are you saying my food is cavity prone?
That's right. My mouth must have been contaminated because of the garbage food.
No way. I really don't get it. I think it's your lifestyle that's causing the cavities. If you'd brushed your teeth every day before going to bed, you could have prevented those cavities. Your diet is not the reason for your cavities. It's not like you have a disease or anything, you know.
I disagree. No matter how much I brushed my teeth, it couldn't have matched the power of your garbage food. If the food you made was decent, I wouldn't have cavities. And yet, you cheekily told me what to do. Who the hell do you think you are?
Stop saying stupid things. You'd better go see a dentist and get yourself checked out right away.
You're persistent. I told you I'm not going to a dentist no matter what. Why should I be in pain on my day off?
I'm saying this for your own good, you know. Don't you know that if you leave cavities untreated, you could be in real trouble? In the worst case, your life could be in danger.
What? You're overreacting. It's so funny. Only a kid would fall for such a threat. Do you think I can be defeated by cavities? I've never had anything happen to me before, so it won't matter if I just let it go.
I think there are many people besides us who are concerned about your bad breath. That's how bad your breath is.
No one has told me that except you. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that your nose is wrong.
That's just something people don't tell you out of concern for you.
Anyway, I'm never going to a dentist. You can go to an ENT instead. Now, you'd better keep your mouth shut.
Come on. If you don't go for treatment soon, you'll definitely regret it. I've misjudged you.
What's with you all of a sudden? You're not still going to tell me to go to a dentist, are you?
I would tell you to do that too, but I didn't think you were this lousy.
Lousy? Are you picking a fight with me?
You're the one who's picking a fight, aren't you? You're disgusting for lying to me that you're on a business trip and going on a trip with another woman. I can't believe you.
Huh? I'm not having an affair. I told you, I'm on a business trip to my client. What are you saying to your hard-working husband?
Don't lie to me. I know you're traveling with your lover right now. It's useless to lie.
What kind of stupidity are you talking about? Do you have any proof that I'm having an affair?
Of course I do. A friend of mine happened to be on a trip to LA. She saw you walking hand in hand with your lover there. She also sent me a photo of the evidence, and when I checked it out, it was definitely you. Are you still insisting that you're not having an affair? Or are you saying that it's your job to walk around holding hands with women?
Man, I never thought your friend would be there. Yeah, I'm having an affair trip right now. But what's wrong with that, LOL?
What's that? Don't you feel sorry about it? You don't understand how serious this is, do you?
It's all your fault I had the affair. You deserve it. What are you upset about?
What? You're blaming me again. Will you stop blaming me for everything like that?
Because it's true. You're a moral harassing wife who picks on her husband.
A moral harassing wife? Where did that come from?
Well, you tried to force me to go to a dentist that I didn't want to go to, didn't you? That's moral harassment and the cause of my infidelity. It's not my fault, because it's natural to want a pretty woman to relieve the stress of a lousy wife.
Excuse me? I didn't force you to go. I just recommended that you should go to a dentist right away.
No, you definitely forced me to go. And on top of that, you made horrible snide remarks about my bad breath and how annoyed people around me are. Your comments caused me mental anguish. I was suffering daily from your morally harassing behavior. I'm having that pain healed by the women I'm traveling with now.
Don't sound like you're not doing a bad thing. You don't brush your teeth, and you leave your room a mess. What's wrong with you? Not only are you so lazy about your daily habit, but you're also lazy in your relationship with a woman. And on top of that, you blame me for your infidelity? I don't get it. You're really crazy.
Shut up. How dare you talk so big to me? It's all your fault. So you shut up and let me do whatever I want.
No, I will never forgive your adultery. Can't you at least say you're sorry?
Enough. Why should I apologize to you? I mean, you should apologize to me for being a morally harassing wife.
Who's going to apologize to you?
Alright, I get it. I'm divorcing you. I'm divorcing you when I get back from my trip. I'll go ahead with the divorce proceedings and get a divorce.
Do that. I can't do this with you anymore either. Divorce is what I want too. I'll be waiting for you to sign the divorce papers.
Don't come crying to me later. If I leave you, your life is as good as over. Are you still okay with that?
It doesn't matter. My life won't end even if I leave you. You don't be so full of yourself.
Sarah, answer the phone. I'm in a bad situation.
I can't answer the phone right now. What happened?
My tooth. It's in trouble.
What do you mean it's in trouble? I don't understand unless you tell me exactly what's going on.
I'm at a dentist office because I had a toothache that I couldn't stand during the trip.
Wow. You said you'd never go to a dentist.
I couldn't help it. My tooth was hurting so much. I called you to ask you a favor.
Huh? What?
I left my insurance card at home, so I need you to bring it to my place. I'll send you my current whereabouts. Please, bring it to me super express.
I don't want to.
Don't be so cold. I'll be in trouble if I don't have my insurance card. Even you'll be in trouble.
Oh? Why would I be in trouble?
Without my insurance card, the cost of the treatment I just received will be a ridiculous amount.
Well, that's tough.
You're my wife. Why don't you bring me my insurance card right now?
Is that the way you ask someone for something? Why would you think I would go to bring it to you if you talk to me like that? I mean, I don't care if you have to pay for all your medical treatment. It's your fault for not taking your insurance card with you on your adulterous trip, isn't it?
Don't you dare make fun of me. If I don't have my insurance card, I'm going to have to pay a seriously hefty fee. Bring me the insurance card and I'll withdraw the divorce.
I don't want you to withdraw the divorce, so I won't bring it. Besides, I'm not staying at that house anymore.
What? Then where the hell are you right now?
I'm at my parents' house.
What? Your parents' house? Why?
Because you and I are getting divorced, so I'm back at my parents' house. So I can't bring your insurance card even if you ask me to. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on, you're lying. You took me seriously when I said I was getting a divorce?
Well, I wanted a divorce from you before you brought it up. I don't want to be with a man who has pollution level bad breath and is an adulterer. So I want a divorce. I'll be happy when I'm done with you.
Wait a minute. I was joking when I said I was getting a divorce. I didn't really want a divorce. I was just trying to scare you. So come home now and bring me my insurance card. I have another tooth that started to hurt just now, and I'm going to get another treatment. They want me to pay for the next treatment at full cost right away if I don't have my insurance card. So I need the card now. Bring it to me.
Why should I help you? Why don't you ask the woman you're with right now to go get it for you?
That would take all day, you know.
I'm sure it would be the same if I went and got it for you. Why don't you just pay the bill without your insurance card?
I can't. I've bought so many things for this woman this month that my wallet is empty. I didn't think my teeth would hurt this suddenly.
Why would I care? It's your fault for trying to look good in front of the woman. I'm definitely not going to help you, so you're on your own. Why don't you just borrow some money from the woman you're with right now?
She doesn't have any money at all.
Then why don't you just give up on the treatment? You're not going to let cavities beat you in the first place, right? Man up, LOL.
I can't take it anymore. It hurts too much. So please, bring me my insurance card. If you bring me my insurance card, I'll listen to anything you say.
I don't need you to listen to me. You and I will be strangers soon.
Come on, just bring me my insurance card. Please.
After that, Henry sent me many texts asking for help. I blocked him because he was so persistent. As a result, Henry borrowed money on his credit card at a nearby ATM. Later on, I was able to hire a lawyer and officially divorce Henry. I was also able to claim compensation for the affair from Henry. Henry lost almost all of his money by paying me the compensation in addition to his dental bills. As a result, he was abandoned by the woman with whom he was having the affair. Because of his bad breath, Henry had a bad relationship with his relatives. So none of the relatives helped him. Henry became a divorced, single man with no savings. He is living a hard life, both financially and mentally. Good morning, Dave. It's already been 3 hours since the start time. What are you doing, and where are you now?
Shut up. Tap, tap, tap. Stop annoying me.
That's my word. It's Wednesday, weekday, and workday. I haven't got any requests of annual leave or sick leave from you. What are you doing, and where are you now?
Of course, I'm at home. I'm in bed because I had too many drinks last night. By the way, if I haven't shown up by now, you would know that I'm not coming.
I wouldn't. I'm not a psychic.
Shut up. I'm telling you I'm not coming.
That's not cool, Dave. You've been hired for only 3 days. You didn't show up for the entrance ceremony on the first day, and the second day you left after 1 hour without notice. Then, on the third day, you didn't show up without notice. Also, I've been telling you this, how you talk. The annoying person is you. Do you want to work?
Of course I do. Once I start working, I can make billions straight away. I had my own company before I came here. I was the best CEO. I was hired by the chairman from the head office. I have a connection with him.
I know. You've been telling me that since the first day.
I'm letting you hire me, who is worth so much. But I was sent to a subsidiary, not the head office. I have to be with the trainer, which is annoying. And the trainer is only a 26-year-old woman. I hate everything about it. I'm supposed to work at a higher position.
I see. Then can you come to work and make billions of benefit and be promoted to the head office?
I told you, I'm not coming today. I'm not feeling better yet. And I'm not the kind of person who does the job for people who have no academic background. I was a CEO. I'm better at controlling people. Give me the position of the board member and $10 million for my salary.
If you want that kind of position, come to work and be trained. Then work properly. If you can't do that, the billions of benefits and the higher position is just a big mouth.
Shut up. Don't talk to me like that. Don't you know how to respect higher ranking people?
Higher ranking and elder are different. You are twice elder than me, but I'm your boss. I am the higher ranking person.
I don't accept women as a boss. You are just making excuses.
That's you. Well, if you don't like me being your boss, you should work harder and be promoted. You are coming tomorrow, right? You wouldn't plan to have a hangover, would you?
If that's what you want, I'll go.
Thanks. Dave, the break time is over. Come back to work now. What are you doing?
I'm working. I'm out for the sales. Shut up and wait for me to get the big client.
Sales? You haven't been assigned to the group yet. And you haven't even gone through the training. You are very behind from other new employees. Stop saying things which don't make sense. And come back ASAP.
I'm saying I'm in the middle of the work. I'm at my clients now.
Clients, huh? Do you mean in the middle of the bar district?
What?
You're using the company's car without notice. I checked it because the person who was supposed to use it was in trouble. GPS is attached to all the company's cars. I can confirm from here, and I know. Are you working at the bar that opens at noon?
Why the hell do you attach such things? That's an invasion of privacy.
There is no one who uses the company's car for private reasons. So this won't be an invasion of privacy. Anyway, did you go to the bar with the company car and drink? Sneaking out from the training and making up a lie was that easy to reveal?
Shut up. I'm just having a break.
You are not working as much as you need to get a break. Don't drive the car if you have drank. Never. My coworker and I will pick the car up. I will drop you home. You will be absent for the day. Any problems?
Are you coming to my place? If you are, clean the house for me.
Pardon?
It's dirty and smelly because there are trash and laundry. There was even a weird bug yesterday. I can't sleep or eat in such a place. So, you can clean it. Take my suit to the dry cleaning as well.
I don't think your answer would make any sense, but I will ask you just in case. Why do I have to clean your house?
Because you are a woman. You should be able to do housework. My wife is away to visit her parents. So, I know you, but you can cook lunch too. I've got bored with the instant noodles lately. I'll eat it anyway, even if it doesn't taste good. Just prepare enough food for a week, okay? And come back next week for another week.
No thanks. I don't have any reasons to take care of you in private. I don't want to. I don't have time anyway. I will go back to work once I drop you off.
Ugh, you could just do it briefly. You're not nice. Oh, then I'll do something good if you clean, LOL. You're not pretty, but your body is young and good, LOL. Do you want to go to heaven, LOL? I know no one does that for you because you are dull. Aren't you horny, LOL?
It's never going to happen. What you just said is very inappropriate. I will save it and take an action for it. I will ask male employees to pick up the car and drop you off.
Why are you acting like that? Just because I'm trying to be humble?
I don't think you were ever humble.
Listen, I told you I have a connection with the chairman. If I want to, I can fire you easily. I'm telling you that I can treat you better if you butter me up. The little bitch tells me what to do. I hate that.
It doesn't matter if you like me or not, or if you have the connection. You are a new employee, and I'm your boss. It's my job to train you and make you work.
Stop acting like you are a bigger person. I was a CEO. It's a billion years early that you can train me. Women should follow my way. Treat me as the CEO of this subsidiary. Otherwise, I will fire you, LOL.
That's enough of drunk talk. Please, do it if you can. Try to fire me with the connection. I don't think you can.
If you say so. I don't care even if you regret it, LOL. I will make you apologize to me in front of everyone. You can cry and apologize, LOL. Hey, you! Where are you? Why are you not at work? Being lazy?
I am going to the head office today. Did you forget that I noticed you yesterday? Did you get drunk and forget again?
Did they call you? LOL. Have they already found out what you have done? LOL. Are you getting fired? LOL.
What have I done?
Don't be dumb. There are many of them blocking the office door. The toys you ordered. LOL.
Toys?
Yup. LOL. Adult toys. LOL. It's 30 boxes. With the company's address and your name. How horny are you, LOL?
I have no idea.
Stop pretending you know nothing. The order was completed by your credit card and your PC. There is evidence. You ordered such inappropriate things at the office. And made coworkers confused. LOL. How are you going to take this responsibility? LOL. Don't you think quitting the job is the only way? LOL.
Okay. By the way, Dave, did you know that there is a security camera in the ladies' locker room?
Huh?
There's one in front of the room and one in the room. Especially since my locker is in a spot that is easily spotted on the camera. Someone breaks in and does something bad, it's easy to reveal. And there is also a camera on my desk PC. If someone stole the locker key from my desk and used the key to open the locker and steal my credit card, or someone uses my PC, we can find out who did it easily.
Hey, don't switch the subject. What are you talking about?
You don't know? I'm telling you that I already know. You cried and begged to the chairman to fire me. But you got rejected, didn't you? So you did such childish revenge and tried to get rid of me, right?
Are you saying that I did that?
Yes. I mean, you did. There is video evidence. There's also a video of you ordering them from my PC. There are people who witnessed it. And there are other things, which were delivered to your house, like amenities, food, and high-brand stuff you can sell. You try to use it for your own good as well. You can only use your brain for bad things, can't you?
What? I don't know what you are talking about. Don't make me the one who is blamed.
If someone orders something from my PC, the order confirmation email also comes to my phone. I can see that some of the parcels are sent to your address. You can't say that you didn't do it if there is such obvious evidence.
This bitch.
Oh, by the way, Dave, you are fired.
What?
You are fired. We found out what you've done 2 days ago. I just reported you to the head office earlier. I reported your work attitude as well. Our lawyer will contact you about a compensation for the loss later. You can pack your stuff and leave for today. Bye.
Wait. Why do I get fired? Don't make such a small thing a big deal.
You stole my key and credit card. You broke into the ladies' locker room. Is this such a small thing? Also, the credit card you stole. The name is under my name, but it belongs to the company, which means you have embezzled.
What?
I took it out from the safe because I was going to use it. I didn't expect that you would steal and use it for your own benefit. How are you going to take this responsibility? Don't you think quitting is the only way?
Shut up! You trapped me.
That's not true. You were just trapped by yourself.
Who the heck do you think I am? I was the CEO of a huge company. I have the connection with the chairman here too. Do you understand?
Yes, you've been telling me that so many times. Police came to the company for numerous embezzled, bribes, and bid riggings. And the company went bankrupt. You were the CEO of it. You were able to escape from a prison sentence with the money you got from selling the company and the house. But you got in debt that you can't pay off even if you work the rest of your life. I heard that part of your old employee's salary haven't been paid yet.
What?
It seems like the former CEO made a lot of benefits. But the sales declined rapidly once you took over the position. I can see the reason though. The best CEO, LOL.
Why do you know about it? Who told you that?
Who? From my grandfather.
What? Why the heck does your grandfather know about me?
You don't know about my grandfather? Don't you have the connection with him?
The connection? You can't steal them and use them for your own personal gain.
My grandfather is the chairman of this company. My father is the CEO though.
What? Are you the granddaughter of the chairman? The daughter of the CEO?
I'm not the big thing like you say. The position I have now is my own effort. He never spoiled me just because I am his granddaughter. Otherwise, he wouldn't make me take care of such a bum.
A bum? Me?
Who else would be? You've been selfish, using the connection with the chairman, and you ended up stealing and embezzling to get rid of me. They forced me to take care of such a person. What else can I describe you other than a bum? You've been telling me that you have a connection with the chairman, but the actual situation is you couldn't pay off the debt. And just because you went to the same school with my father, you begged my grandfather to hire you. You were crying in front of his house every day, and it was annoying. So he had no option but to hire you. The school you went, where my father did too, was only junior high. Not only were you his friend, But you guys barely knew each other as your class was different. Knowing all that,
I don't care of those things anymore. It's even better if you are related to the chairman. Ask him not to fire me.
don't you think that you are misunderstanding the situation? The person who decided to fire you is not my father, nor my grandfather. It's me.
What?
Of course it's me. I'm your boss. I just told them that I decided to fire you. They asked me to take good care of you. But if you are useless to the point that I can't stand, they said I can fire you. So I went to tell them that.
Oh my God. What am I going to do? You can't fire me. I can't pay the money for the compensation. I already got so much debt.
I don't care. You made it bigger yourself. If you were in trouble, you could have worked harder. You had your chance.
But, wait. Even if you fire me, you can't do that now. You need to give me the 30 days notice. Should be the same, even if it is punitive dismissal. It would be an unfair dismissal.
You know the rules then. Well, you were not good, but you were a CEO. But unfortunately, you have been hired only 14 days. You are fired during your probation period. If that's the case, there is no need to give the notice.
What?
Well, that's all I need to tell you. Just pack your own stuff and don't even think to touch anything in the office. And get out of there, please.
Wait. Please wait. I will change my mind and attitude. I will return what I ordered. So please, give me one more chance. Please.
No, thank you. You don't have to do anything. I gave you plenty of chances.
I swear I will do better. Believe me.
I don't think so. You still talk to me in a wrong way. Your attitude towards me is not right to ask something to others.
That's not like that, ma'am.
Don't you think it's too late? Please, get out of the office before I get back there. I don't want to see your face. If you keep saying no, I will make security get you out. Take care. Bye. Later, Dave was kicked out with those toys and his belongings by security. He tried to stay in front of the office, but the police came and asked him what was going on. So he ran away with his belongings. After that, he came to my father and grandfather to beg and cry so many times. He also waited for me to talk. We ignored everything and requested the compensation. As a result, Dave got more debt, and his wife, who lives separately, had enough and divorced him. He borrowed illegal money and has nowhere to go. I heard that he ran away in the middle of the night to escape from the debt collector. There is a rumor that he is already caught and is now a fisherman. Either way, keep running away or being a fisherman. That would be so hard for a person who is over 50. He got what he deserves, and I was very angry with his attitude towards me. So I don't feel sorry for him. I have been busy with wiping his mess. But I finally completed the new employees training and got back to the usual work. I am fed up being annoyed by him for 10 days. But my father and grandfather gave all the employees in the subsidiary an extra bonus. And I got allowance from them personally. So everything feels fine now. There is no more troublemaker, and we have got back to normal days. I have a hope to take over the head office, so I will work even harder.
Hey Alice, thanks for earlier. We hadn't seen each other in 17 years. Hi, Jack. What can I do for you? You told me you'd rather marry a younger back then. What does my ex-husband, who betrayed me and eloped with my sister, want from me now? You wanted to know something about her and kept pestering me, so I gave you my number. Oh yeah, about Mia. I heard you broke up less than a year after you eloped. But what do you want from her now? That was just an excuse. No. I heard you were seen around town through word of mouth. I was hanging around where you might be living, and sure enough, there you were. Well, you had aged compared to 17 years ago, but the resemblance to the old days was still there. So, I recognized you immediately. I see you got nothing better to do. What's with the creepy stalking? I was just trying to tell you how happy I am now. I beg your pardon? I'm about to go out with a very young and pretty girl. Wow, I'm glad to know there still are some girls who likes weirdos. This girl, Erin, is a college student. She works part-time at a diner called Annie's, near the town square. Annie's? It's a famous diner around here, so you must know. Yeah, I do. Erin from Annie's. Hey, she's already cute just by her name. I know the manager there, but Erin's still in high school. What? But the regular customer told me that the manager's daughter is a college student. She is his niece. His daughter's been away for college outside of the state since 2 years ago. Also, she was living in a student dorm in high school, so I don't think you guys have ever met. Oh. By the way, Erin's dad also works at the diner. Seriously? And he's younger than you. No way! You know, before you turn into a creepy pedophile, I suggest you stop going there. Her dad is younger than me? You should be glad to find out before you make a huge mistake. Ugh. Hey. You again? What do you want this time? I couldn't get to the point yesterday because of an unexpected finding. And? If you have something to say, just say it. I'm using up my precious lunch break from work to chat with you. Oh, you're working. Of course I am. I knew it. What's wrong with you? You're a single hag for life. How dare you? You're so rude. It's none of your business whether I'm single or married. Yes, it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're not married. Why so? Because the guy who told me about you said you seem to be living alone in a studio apartment. Does that mean you know where I live? Well, yeah. What the heck has been going on since yesterday? You lied to me to get my number. It was a failure, but you bragged about dating a younger girl. I thought you just wanted to brag about how happy you were, but you're still pestering me. It's been 17 years since our divorce. What the heck do you want? Well, I thought I'd end it yesterday too, after all the embarrassment. But this morning, I realized something. What? I mean, you're still single. Does that mean you're still hung up on me? Oh, Jesus. Is it pathetic to still have feelings for someone who betrayed me after 17 years? Are you sure? Then why are you still working? Women work regardless of being single or married nowadays. But you're single, aren't you? Why are you so judgmental? You still have feelings for me, right? Not at all. Aw. You're clingy. I will marry you again. Excuse me? We're getting old, you know? You might think it's too early, but I'm thinking about retirement. Doesn't the thought of a lonely old lady living alone frighten you? Don't assume that I'm still single because I haven't denied it. You haven't because you're probably ashamed or too proud to tell me. Then the only answer is that you're single. God, It's as simple as not wanting to tell you anything.
Why not?
What's the point of explaining my current status to a traitor? But since it seems to be even more of a problem if I don't tell you, I'll tell you as much as I can about my 17 years.
Okay.
Well, look at this first. A photo.
What's this? Why are you wearing a gown?
It's my college graduation photo.
Wait, you're a high school grad, just like me.
I enrolled in a college after our divorce. I wanted to study more.
That's kind of lame, isn't it? You went to college after I left you?
What I did after you left me is none of your business. Thanks to that, I found my calling and was able to apply it to my current job. And most importantly, I met my husband.
Oh, come on, you don't have one.
Here's the next one. A photo.
What are these?
Our wedding rings.
No.
The design of these rings is clearly different from the ones we had, so you understand that they were purchased on a different occasion, right?
Are you serious?
Look at this next. Photo. This is my husband and our boy.
No way.
I don't want to give away their identity, so it's the one taken from the side a few years ago. As you can see, I've already remarried, and we have a child. My husband encourages me to work, which is one of the sources of my happiness. And he is very supportive towards me. I have a good relationship with my in-laws too.
You're really married.
Yep, I love my life now.
Then, why do you have a studio apartment? Is it a secret affair pad where you bring different men behind your husband's back? If that's the case, I can take up the part.
You've already become a creepy, delusional old man, you know?
What do you mean?
Listen, don't you know that service apartment?
And?
I happened to be in my hometown for a month or so on a business trip, but my parents' house is long gone. I thought it would be more convenient to stay in a service apartment than in a hotel so I can cook for myself. I decided to stay there after consulting with my work.
A business trip?
Yes, this is the end of the story of my 17 years. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, but...
Conclusion, you have already exited my life story.
Wait.
So long.
Alice, come on.
What?
Just for the duration of your business trip, let me stay with you.
What the heck?
I got no place to live. Let me stay. I will please you at night in return.
That's gross. My business trip ended the day before yesterday, and I'm already back home. There's no one in that room right now.
Oh shoot. You said the trip was for a month.
Right. The month ended 2 days ago.
Oh, seriously?
By the way, I heard you bothered Mia before you came to me. I contacted her to give her a heads up, and she told me you already reached out to her. You thought she was still single too. You told her that the woman you had lived with for over 10 years had left you and that you would get back together with her in exchange for her financial support. Her preteen son stood in between and turned you away, right?
You know that much?
She didn't think you'd come to me. She apologized for not giving me a warning.
Wait, you guys made up. The sisters who were battling it out over me.
It kind of pisses me off to hear you say that, but when you left her less than a year after eloping, she realized a lot of things. She went to our late parents and apologized sincerely. I was already out of their house, so we never saw each other in person. She called me to admit her mistakes and apologized again and again. If you ask me if that patched up our relationship back to normal, it's hard to say yes. We do keep in touch though, for seasonal greetings, weddings, funerals, and stuff.
Seriously?
So that's it. This is the last time for real. Don't get involved with us anymore. Alice, I don't have a place to live. I don't care. Alice! Goodbye! A few days later, I received a call from Jack's brother. The house of Jack's late parents, which is currently in his brother's name, is far away. He sold all the belongings he had at the time he contacted me, and raised money for transportation to get back there. When he finally arrived, he was in shambles. His brother was disgusted by the creepy details told to him in tears. He immediately asked a company he knew for help, and the next morning, he grabbed Jack by the neck and threw him into the employee housing. Jack, who had no idea what was going on, found a place to live and work. He was told by his brother to refund $30,000 in alimony that he had covered for him 17 years ago. Currently, he's going through vigorous training to toughen up under the guidance of his supervisors. What's going on, Emma? I haven't been able to reach my dad or brother, so I'm contacting you instead. If you know anything, can you let me know?
Hey, Isla, you're back. Did you have fun on your trip?
Never mind my trip. Everything in the house except for my stuff is gone. What happened?
Well, it's just as you see it. We moved out while you were away.
Really? Where on earth did you move to?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
It's a tough, heart-clenching measure to encourage your independence.
Heart-clenching measure?
You're almost 30. Stop relying on your family already. Get a job. Start living on your own money, okay? You better start looking for a job tomorrow and try to survive on your own.
Okay.
By the sound of it, I'm not sure you realize the seriousness yet. You know, it's already been 5 years since your mother passed away. Your father, Sean, and I have no intention of taking care of you at all.
I very well know that, but...
Oh, you sound so confident. Well, it's better than you cling to us. The lease expires in 3 months there. I've already taken care of the termination of the lease, so you'll have to find a place to live and move out in the meantime.
I got it. Then, can I ask you one last thing?
What is it?
I don't work for a company, but I do have a job.
Oh, please.
I've been putting some money in the house, but I don't have to do so anymore, right?
You don't need to try and make yourself look good at this point. Please do as you wish. All 3 of us will be changing our phone numbers and email addresses. You won't be able to contact us.
Sure.
So this is your reaction. Wow. I hope you understand what it means to be cut off from your family from now on. Isla, it's me, Emma.
Oh, it's your new number. It's been a while.
Where are you now?
I've moved since then, and I'm living in an apartment.
Oh no, you've already moved out?
Of course, a 4-bedroom house was too big for one person. By the way, the landlord's son and his wife are going to renovate the house and move in.
That's not good.
Why? Do you want to move back in?
Your father, Sean, and I are in front of it right now. But I don't have the key anymore, and you're not here either. So, you got a job? Is that why you left?
I told you I've been working all this time.
But your father and Sean always complained that you didn't want to work but just stay in your room all day. That's why I suggested we take the plunge and move out. More importantly, it was a good chance to get out of the old house.
Oh, I see. It was indeed an Asian house.
But you know what? There's only one thing that's different now. With the money saved from paying your expenses, we rented a slightly nicer property. And yet, the balance in our savings is going down at an alarming rate, and I'm afraid we won't be able to pay the rent anymore. Something's weird.
Well, of course. I've been putting money into the family savings, so you all have been able to get by.
How can an unemployed person do that?
I work freelance, so...
Freelance?
I mean, my room was my workplace. My dad, Chan, and you didn't want to believe me, but I've been making a good income. When we lived together, I was putting $2,000 a month into the family account.
2,000?
That's what my mom earned before she died, and I took over. Since that money is gone, of course, the balance will decrease faster.
Oh God.
The account history should show you all the money I had deposited, but you didn't notice it all along. By the way, is Sean still working as a temp? Is he really going to work?
Oh well, that's...
I guess he thought he was better than me, so he always looked down at me. My dad spends like a madman and can't save a penny. Your move must cost you a lot too. With my brother's meager income and my dad's social security, I'm sure you'll be in red from now on.
Where do you live now?
I won't tell you. You've cut ties with me, haven't you? Well, so long. My brother and his wife thought they could afford to live comfortably on my father's retirement savings. However, my father's spending habits has always been extravagant, especially after my mother's death. More than half of her life insurance was used to pay off his debts. In such a situation, I was putting in $2,000 a month for them to make ends meet. The punishment I received from my oblivious family was for them to move out without telling me. According to the relative who know the situation, my sister-in-law is constantly fighting with my father and brother, and divorce seems to be just a matter of time. I, on the other hand, took the plunge and changed both my phone number and email, which made me feel so much better. The amount of money I can save has increased, and I'm enjoying my work and life. Hello, Grace.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
There's something we need to talk about.
What is that? Oh, by the way, thank you for showing me around this neighborhood before. Everybody seems so friendly. I hope I didn't make any bad impression on them. Or did I? Tell me what's going on.
No worries. Well, actually, I have a favor. Your daughter often plays in my yard.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. She loves to play outside these days. But there's no big park nearby, you know? So I hope you don't mind about it. You have a big yard and our kids are in the same class too. I'm sure they are happy to play together.
Actually, I can let you do that from now on.
Oh, come on. It's just kids. I'm sure your kid needs a playmate.
I am a professional gardener, and I spend a lot of time and money on my garden. But your daughter picked my precious flowers. On top of that, she digs my flowers and put her toys on the ground. My garden is so much in a mess now. Also, every year at this time of year, we decorate a Christmas tree in my yard. My kids put a lot of effort to decorate the tree, and your kid destroyed it. My kids are so upset about it, crying every day.
Oh, really? I think it's because we don't have a Christmas tree. She just wanted to touch it? I mean, why do you have to be so harsh on my kid? My little girl loves flowers. So, it's all natural that she wants to touch them. And the Christmas tree too. It's natural for a girl to be interested in something beautiful, isn't it? Also, you put it in your yard. I think it's unreasonable to say that kids shouldn't have an interest in it.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I mean exactly what I said.
Do you think it's okay to come into someone's yard and ruin their flowers just because you want to touch them? Digging up my flowers and destroying my Christmas tree is not playing, you know? It's vandalism.
Well, it's what kids do. You can't blame my kid.
Why don't you stop your kid?
If you think so, why don't you stop my kid before it all happened?
I've warned her many times, but sometimes it happens when it's not on my watch. Also, I don't have free time to keep an eye all the time.
I see. Then, we cannot do anything about it. If you don't want your yard touched so badly, why do you put something precious outside? You cannot just blame it on my kid too. Some wild animals might make a mess too, you know? Why don't you put a lock on it so people cannot get in without permission? It's just a garden, Grace. You are wrong for complaining.
Oh my goodness! I'm sorry, I didn't know you cannot have a decent conversation as an adult. Our yard is our property, and it's not a public playground. If you keep this up, you're going to end up in other people's yard and tearing them up too.
Excuse me? I'm not a bored housewife like you, Marina. I'm a working mom. I don't have time for this. I know a housewife like you have plenty of time. If you don't want my kid to come into your house, you should do something about it.
I know you only work part-time. I think a housewife is much busier than you.
Wow, are you trying to pick a fight with me?
No, it's just a simple prediction that a person who can even pay attention to their kid probably can do their job very well. Am I right?
I take responsibility for my work.
A person like you complains about the way the younger ones work and they think they are the best at what they do.
Not me.
I wasn't talking about you. I'm just saying, generally speaking.
Whatever. You're an adult. You should be responsible and take care of your own yard problems. I mean, it's a housewife's job to protect the house, right? You can even take care of your own yard. So, it's ridiculous for you to talk shit about me.
Jesus, it's really quite horrifying how an immature person raised a kid. I'm horrified.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Anyway, indeed, our yard was cruelly destroyed. And once I confirm the damage to the property, I'll ask you to pay for it. You're right. Adults should take responsibility for their actions.
Are you threatening me? I'm not going to pay for something that a child broke.
We'll see. Hello, Grace.
You again? Did something happen to your stupid yard again? I don't have time for this kind of talk.
No, luckily it's not my house this time.
What?
Today, someone went into Nancy's yard, 2 doors down from our house.
What? Are you saying that my kid did that? Were you stalking my kid? So creepy.
Just shut your mouth and listen to me, asshole.
Excuse me? Don't you dare talk to me like that. I won't forgive you.
It's you who won't be forgiven. Nancy told me everything. Your kid has smashed every single vegetable in her garden.
So what? I don't care. You're going to complain about every single thing my kid did? I wonder if this neighborhood is full of bored people.
Do you know that Nancy sells her organic vegetables?
I don't know and I don't care.
Oh honey, she's very angry. She said you neglected a duty to supervise your kid, and she will get a lawyer to make you pay for the damages. I guess she has a right to be upset. Your kid smashed a vegetable that she had grown for a long time.
What? Damages? What a greedy old lady she is, trying to get money out of me by overreacting.
Do you know that your kid is with the police right now?
What? The police? Why my child?
Nancy's son just happened to be home and caught your daughter red-handed.
Her son? Is that the creepy bald dude? What a creepy dude is stalking my daughter. He should be in jail. I mean, go and get my kid now. You're not busy, right? I'm busy with my work.
Why do I have to do that for an asshole like you? As a parent, you have to take responsibility for what your daughter did.
It's not my fault, so why should I take responsibility? It's your fault then, because you kept an eye on my daughter and didn't stop her, right?
The fact that you're seriously saying that to me right now is freaking me out. You're insane. I guess you have no common sense at all. Or, I mean, you're just too dumb to have common sense.
Whatever! You should bring my kid back. You're responsible for this.
Unbelievable. This is why I hate talking to people with rotten brains. Oh, and Nancy and the police asked me if I knew anything about your family. I showed them our conversation from the other day. I told them that no matter how many times I told you about your daughter, you didn't seem to be cared.
Why are you causing me so much trouble? Why are you trying to put all the responsibilities on me? Go and get my kid now. It's your responsibility and I'm not doing it. Marina, what did you do?
How's your kid?
Since you didn't go, the police called my husband, so he picked her up.
Oh, that's good. If the parent didn't show up, your daughter won't be able to go home.
No, nothing is good about it. Why didn't you tell me about Nancy's son?
What are you talking about?
He's the president of my husband's company. You knew and you hid it from me. You're such an asshole.
Oh, I didn't know that. I knew that her son was the president of the company, but I didn't know that your husband worked there. What a coincidence. I guess it's true that the world is smaller than you think.
I heard that you ran into him at the police station.
Oh yeah?
Stop acting like you don't care.
Of course I don't care. It's none of my business.
My husband was supposed to get a big promotion next year. How are you going to take responsibility? You've ruined my husband's reputation. Because of you, the future of our family is ruined.
Please, that's enough. How many times have I warned you? Instead of paying attention to your kid, you just let it go. On top of that, you blame me.
My husband is pissed at me saying I don't discipline our kid. You're going to have to pay for it, and it's not going to end well for you.
You deserve it, asshole.
Who the hell do you think you are? Do you understand whose fault is this?
If you want me to answer those questions, I'd say I'm just a stranger and it's all your fault. Because of dumb parents like you, school teachers are having a hard time teaching kids, and annoying kids are playing loudly in public places.
What? That's none of my business. It's the children's job to play. Children feel uncomfortable because of narrow-minded adults like you.
Listen to me, bitch. It's fine to let your kids play freely, but all kids should have manners and common sense. You are a parent. You are supposed to be a good example to your kid. You can use your work as excuses, but at least teach your kid properly so they don't cause trouble for others. Since then, I didn't receive any reply from Grace. However, I guess she and her kid learned their lesson. The kid never came into other people's yards. I still haven't received a proper apology from her, but her husband and her daughter came to our house to make an apology. He offered to pay for the gardening and the Christmas tree. I hope her daughter takes her father as a good example and becomes a well-mannered adult. Jane?
Hey Kate, how are you doing?
Your car is in our yard again. I've told you many times that you cannot do that, right?
Oh, sorry. I'll move my car later in the evening. My brother and his wife came over and we just needed an extra parking place. You're not going to park your car there, right? You don't have to get so mad like that. I'll move the car later.
Yeah, but it's hard for me to see my car when I pull out.
But if you can pull out, it's not a problem, right?
There is a problem. You can use my yard as parking. Also, my yard is in the middle of remodeling. There are tools and stuff in there, so it's dangerous.
It's fine. Don't worry too much. If you get too angry, you'll get wrinkles on your face.
If you have time to care about my wrinkles, please move that car.
Yeah, I will.
I'll be home at 5 p.m., so please make sure you move the car before then.
Okay.
Hey, Jane, you haven't moved the car yet?
Oops, I'm sorry. I'll move it soon.
Why don't you park somewhere else?
You told me you're not using your yard as parking. Also, I don't want my car to be towed.
My yard is not a free parking space. You do this every time your brother comes home, right? I'm going to call a tow truck.
Oh, come on. I'm making good use of the space in your yard that's available. Do you know that our kids are getting along very well? I wonder what will happen to your kid in kindergarten if you're not nice enough to me.
Are you threatening me?
I'm not threatening you. But I know your kid is not very good at making friends, right? I told my kid to help your kid to make friends and make sure he is not alone. You should know that just letting me park the car makes your kid happy. You should be thanking me.
Is there something wrong with your brain?
Huh? What do you mean?
Nothing. I mean, I told you that there are some tools, and I cannot be responsible for any scratches on the car.
It's alright. I see your tools were organized on the shelves.
What if the car hits the shelves and falls off?
I'm a good driver. I won't hit it.
Oh, really?
Yep. So, let me park there for 1 more hour. Then, I will move it later. I'm sorry, Kate. Let me leave the car there overnight.
What? Are you serious? You said it would be an hour and now you're telling me I should wait for another night?
I told you I'm sorry. I opened a good wine and I can drive now. My brother and his wife drunk too. So, they decided to stay the night.
Oh my goodness. Why don't you move the car before you get drunk?
Well, I cannot do anything about it now. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Kate, I just moved the car. Thank you very much.
Good. This can't happen again, okay?
Oh no, I'm sorry, but I have to use your yard again tonight.
What? Why? Your brothers have gone home, right?
We're having a family reunion this time, so I'll park the car there until tomorrow morning.
No, you cannot do that.
Oh, come on, please. Just think about your kid, you know?
Here we go again.
We should help each other.
Fine.
Yay! Thank you!
But please remember one thing. Please don't complain if any tool hits or scratches your car.
I won't complain unless you did it on purpose. Are you planning to do something on my car?
No, I wouldn't do it on purpose.
Then, there's no problem.
And the ground is a little messy from the rain. Please don't complain if your car gets dirty because of it.
I won't complain about that kind of tiny stuff. You know what? I'm not that narrow-minded. Get it?
I'm glad to know that you won't complain.
Okay then, I will see you tomorrow. Kate?
Yes?
When I got out of the car, there was some hole in the yard and I stuck my foot in it.
What?
You dig a pit.
Me? No, I didn't do it.
Oh really? There wasn't a hole like this yesterday. I got mud all over my feet. So disgusting.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jane.
Are you?
I just imagine your reaction. It's so funny. I guess the ground was softened by the rain.
I don't think so. You did it.
Do you have any proof that I dug it?
I don't, but I know you did it. You will pay for what you did to me. Kate!
What do you need now?
You moved the shelves.
What?
When I moved the car, there was an unstable shelves in front of the car and it hit my car.
Oh, really? Maybe my husband moved the shelves? I told you, we're remodeling the yard, so it's normal that we move the shelves.
You did it on purpose. Because of the stupid shelves, my car has dents.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Jane.
What are you going to do?
I asked you before you parked the car. I told you not to complain if the tool hit or scratched your car. I didn't put them there on purpose. So why are you mad at me?
Yeah, you asked me that. But you didn't tell me you were moving the shelves. First of all, it's weird you put the shelves in the yard. And it was unstable.
It's our yard and it's none of your business. I mean, you should check before you move the car, you know? If you knew that the shelves were unstable, why don't you be more careful?
There were no shelves here yesterday.
You would have noticed it even if it wasn't there yesterday. I thought you were a good driver. Or did you lie to me?
I'm not a liar. I'm a good driver. Whatever it is, move these shelves out of the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm away from home.
What? What are you going to do with this? I cannot carry these shelves by myself. Hurry up and come home.
I'm sorry, I can't. Please deal with it on your own. I won't be back for 3 days. So you can leave it there during that time.
What the hell? I will make sure your kid will be alone in kindergarten. It's your fault.
I didn't do it on purpose?
Of course you did it on purpose. You pissed me off really bad. I'll tell my kid not to play with your kid. Your poor kid will be alone all the time because of his stupid mother.
Do whatever you want. I talked to my kid today and he seems to have made other friends beside your kid.
No way. That's not true.
I mean, he told me your kid is selfish all the time. He might be happy to know that he won't have to be involved with your kid.
My kid is selfish? How could you say that?
Well then, do whatever you want.
You will pay for this, Kate.
In the end, Jane had no choice but to leave her car at our yard that day. Her husband was supposed to use the car the next day and he finds out that Jane had parked the car in our yard without permission. On top of that, she had scratched the car. Jane accused me that I did it on purpose, and she and her husband came to our house later that day. I explained to her husband that she had parked the car in our yard and threatened me, even though I had warned her many times before. After her husband found out the truth, he got furious. He scolded her and made her apologize right in front of me. Since then, Jane no longer parks her car at our house and we are now living peacefully. But sometimes I think of how I would have liked to see Jane stuck in a hole.
Hey Gia, I have something important to tell you. Do you have a sec? Why are you acting so formal? What's going on? What's so important? I'll cut to the chase. I want you to divorce me. I beg your pardon? What happened all of a sudden? Actually, there's a woman I've been seeing for a long time. I found out she was pregnant, so I've decided to take responsibility and be with her. I want a divorce from you. OMG! Hold on a sec. You mentioned it so casually that you've been seeing someone else. You've been cheating on me. How long is a long time? About 2 years. 2 years? Who is she? What's her name? Her name is Helen. She's 20 years younger than us. She's really pretty and down to earth. I can't believe it. 20 years younger? Our kids are closer in age. To think you've been cheating with someone so young for 2 years? Age doesn't matter. We're genuinely in love. I don't want you to brush it off with such a simple word as cheating. That's disrespectful, even to the unborn child, isn't it? What are you talking about? Do you even hear yourself? Of course I do. All right, I've got the basic idea. You want to divorce me. Yeah, I don't want her to be a single mom. For the sake of our unborn child, I think it makes sense to take responsibility for the baby and marry her.
Speaking of kids, we have our own too. Do you not care about your responsibility as a father to them?
They are both grown up and independent. I want to take this opportunity to be free of you guys.
What's that supposed to mean? You make it sound like you were forced to stay with us all this time. Have you always felt that way?
Of course, I didn't feel that way when we first got married. But as the kids got older and we stopped being intimate with each other, I suddenly felt a void in my life. I felt like I was just a cash cow for you guys.
Hold on. There's no way that's true. I've never even thought of you like that, let alone said it. That's just you overthinking things.
It's okay. I'm just a tool to make money. But then I met her, and she gave me solace. She made me realize what true love is. With her, I'm sure we can be a loving couple, not just being used for money. I want to spend the rest of my life with her and our unborn child. So please, I'm begging you, set me free. I want to start a second life with my new family.
If you insist that much, and considering she's pregnant, there's not much else to do, I suppose. Fine, let's get a divorce.
Thank you for understanding. I'm relieved. Being so understanding is one of your strengths. I've already seen a lawyer and had him prepare the divorce papers. I've signed my parts, so please sign and submit them as soon as possible, preferably today or tomorrow. Once we've sorted out the property division, the divorce will be finalized.
Are you serious?
What?
You're forgetting something. I understand the divorce papers and property division. What about alimony?
Alimony? Why?
Isn't it obvious? You cheated, so you should pay me for the emotional damage. I won't allow a divorce without you paying up.
Do you really think I need to pay you for that? I said there's a baby on the way, right? That child support can offset it.
Are you kidding me?
Think about it. A woman nearing retirement age versus a child who's about to be born. Which one should money be spent on? It's so obvious that you don't even have to think about it, right? Unless you're the kind of despicable person who would leech money off a child. If that's the case, then divorcing you was truly the right decision.
What are you even saying? Offset with child support? Why should my alimony be offset against child support for your affair baby? If you want to pay it for our kids, I understand. But that unborn baby has nothing to do with me. Do you seriously think your argument is valid? I'm going to make sure I get my alimony.
You're always about money. Such a greedy woman, aren't you?
You know what? You cheated on me and you're refusing to pay alimony. You're the greedy one. If you're so intent on taking responsibility and marrying your mistress, take responsibility for me, who you're divorcing.
You know what? That's the thing about you. I ended up cheating on you because you're that kind of woman, always talking about money. You really see me as just a cash cow. If you truly loved me, you should support my future without harping on about money.
Jeez. Well, say whatever you want. No matter what, alimony is my rightful claim. Oh, and your mistress, Helen, right? Can you give me her number? I want to contact her directly.
There's no way I would tell you. What do you intend to say to her? If you hurt her, I won't forgive you.
Listen, I'm not going to act immaturely with a woman around the same age as her child. If you're really planning to marry her, there are proper procedures, right? There's also the matter of moving. I just want to talk to her directly about those things. Going through you would take time and could lead to misunderstandings. And then it'll take longer for you to get married to her. Is that what you want?
If that's the case, I don't have a choice. Just don't say anything that might stress her out. After all, she's pregnant with my precious child.
I know, I get it. Hi there. This is Gia, Matt's wife. I got your number from him. Is this Helen, the woman he cheated on me with? Yes! This is the new wife. You're Gia, the ex-wife, right? Oh dear, you're quite out of touch, aren't you? We haven't divorced yet. You don't need to act tough, you know. You've pretty much decided to divorce, right? LOL. Oh dear, I'm sorry.
I took your husband away from you, LOL. But there's no need to feel frustrated. Naturally, he'd choose me, a young and cute one, over a woman approaching retirement age, right? Can I ask you something? Why did you have an affair with him? He's about the same age as your own parents. He talked about being in love and all, but is that really true? Well, that's obvious. It's all about the money. My dream is to be a rich housewife. I want to live in a stylish house and raise my children gracefully. I can't do those things like save money or sacrifice, and I definitely don't want to do housework. So, I want to marry someone rich enough to hire a housekeeper. Plus, someone who would do whatever I say, no questions asked. Matt works for a prestigious company and owns a stylish house. On top of that, he's head over heels for me and listens to everything I say. He was a perfect fit for my criteria. LOL. Oh, and in the future, I'll inherit some wealth too. So there's that. LOL. So I seduced him. He might believe we're in love, but it's just him. LOL. But if that means I can become rich, I'll do anything. Seriously. Oh, I see. Well, I'm totally convinced now. A man who cheats with someone 20 years younger and a money-driven woman. Low and vulgar. Quite the fitting couple. That's funny. Is that your best attempt at a sore loser? Being robbed of a husband by a young woman and about to get divorced. No matter what you say, it doesn't hurt or itch a bit. LOL. After all, I'm pregnant, so can you just get the divorce over with? You a poor old hag. LOL. Stop clinging so desperately to your ex-husband after being cheated on, please. LOL. I know. All right then. I'll have his belongings sent over to your place. I've already arranged for movers. If you could give me the address, they should arrive the day after tomorrow. He himself will be heading there today with only essential items. We've already signed and submitted the papers to the lawyer, so from here on, it's up to the two of you. Hold on a sec. Why is he coming to my place? It sounds like he's leaving that house behind. Exactly. Once the divorce is finalized, he'll be leaving. I don't want his stuff around the house forever. I'd like to tidy up quickly, so please give me the address soon. Thank you. Wait! I don't get it. Why are you kicking him out? You're the one who needs to leave. Don't tell me the alimony isn't enough. Are you taking the house too? Unbelievable! How greedy can you be, you miserable old hag? I think you're misunderstanding something. This house is in my name. It's my house, so there's no way I'm leaving. Would you stop slandering me? No way! Is it not his house? Never been. It's genuinely in my name. What the heck is happening here? If it's not, does that mean I can't live there? That stylish house? It's also in a great location. I was looking forward to living there. Well, too bad for you. No matter what happens, I won't hand it over to you. Not only will you not live here, but you won't even set foot through the door. No, that's not right. I was so looking forward to living the glamorous life of a rich wife in that stylish and spacious house. I know. I don't want any money in terms of property division. Just give me that. Then I can live there, right? Do you even know what property division means? I understand it perfectly fine. Don't patronize me just because I'm younger. When a couple divorces, they split their assets in half, right? Come on, does an old lady like you really need such a big house? LOL. Your kids are grown up and it's just you, right? We're going to have a baby, so we need space. Why don't you give it to us? In exchange, we'll give you all the money. Matt can earn the money again. You won't have any complaints, right? I mean, it must have been a gift from him to you anyway, right? Since you're getting divorced, make sure you give it back. You two really make a perfect couple. Both of you are hopeless idiots. They say birds of a feather flock together. Maybe brainless people attract others just as brainless. Huh? You see, property division means dividing the shared assets of a married couple. In other words, whatever is in my name remains mine, no matter what. Do you understand the meaning now? So, getting married to Matt doesn't make much sense now. By the way, most of the savings he has now and the money he'll earn in the future will likely disappear as alimony. The kind of lavish lifestyle you're talking about probably won't happen, LOL. Are you serious? So you mean he's just a regular middle-aged guy with no house or money? You've got to be kidding me! I hate him! I don't want him! I'm definitely not getting married to a man like that. I only got involved because he was rich. I didn't sign up for this. Oh, but he was talking passionately about taking responsibility and marrying you for the sake of the unborn child. He seemed to believe that you two are genuinely in love with each other. He came back a while ago, happily packed his things and headed out to your house. Oh, jeez. Well, I guess he's better than having no man at all, right? Being a single mother is tough, you know. He'll somehow manage with his true love, I suppose, LOL. Even in a modest lifestyle, if there's love, you can make it work, you know. At least he believes so, LOL. Without knowing that you were after his money, it's really amusing how both of you misunderstood and were having an affair. Don't you dare make fun of me! The pregnancy was a lie! I thought that if I got pregnant, he would hurry up and get a divorce. I just added an extra line to the pregnancy test. I don't need a penniless old man with no house. You don't have to divorce him now. Just don't let him come over here. That's impossible now. The lawyer already filed the divorce papers at the courthouse. No, God darn it! You're really getting divorced! Yes, we are. I'll have the rest of his belongings sent to you tomorrow. This will be the last contact from me. I'm going to block you now. Bye. Wait!
Hey Gia, open the door for me. I know you're here. Don't pretend you're not home. Your beloved husband is back.
Excuse me? Can you stop screaming in front of the house? If you keep this up, I'll call the police. Instead of saying silly things like beloved husband, why don't you hurry back to Helen?
She left me. When I went to her house, she asked me to wait 3 days while she organized things. When I went back 3 days later, it was completely empty. I rushed to get in touch with her and was told that the pregnancy was a lie and goodbye. She blocked me right after that. I can't believe I was deceived by her. What a fool I was.
Wow, she sure knows how to run fast, LOL. Despite being brainless, she has the ability to take action. Or rather, quite the sudden burst of energy, doesn't she?
I can't live in a hotel anymore. I have nowhere else to go. Please, let me in the house. Isn't this our home after all?
No, it's not. It's my home. We've already separated and waiting to be divorced. Why don't you ask your family for help? They're not that far away. You can still commute to work, right?
Speaking of work.
Oh, I know. Helen didn't give me her address after all, so I sent your stuff to your office. I didn't want them at home, and it was going to cost me a disposal fee to remove them.
You intentionally printed out the text conversations between you and me and Helen and you and taped them on a box, didn't you? My colleagues got to them, and they're giving me disgusted looks now. I tried to explain that I was just fooled, but no one believes me. How am I supposed to focus on work in this situation?
Oh my, I feel for you.
Oh, come on. Don't say it like it's none of your business.
But it's none of my business. Whether you're abandoned by a woman or lose your home, it's not my concern, so please don't contact me anymore.
Don't be so cold. We've been together for 25 years. There's supposed to be a bond, right?
You chose a young girl over me after 25 years together, didn't you? There's no such thing as a bond. It was shredded long ago, thanks to you. And all that talk about wanting to be free from us and realizing true love, who was that, I wonder? There's no love or sympathy left for you in me. There's nothing you can say to change my mind, so please go away.
Don't turn me away like this. I was deceived by that woman. Please, give me another chance. I'll never cheat on you again. Please, let's start over. I'm begging you. I'll kneel down if I have to.
Impossible. I'm going to live freely from now on. Freed from you, LOL. You should be glad you're free from me too.
I beg you, please. I just want to start over again.
Hey, if you intend to stay there any longer, I'll really call the police. Oh, I almost forgot. Can you communicate through a lawyer from now on? I'll block you on my phone now. Bye. Soon after, the police were called and Matt was taken away by them. According to what the lawyer told me, he was only given a stern warning. Perhaps that was enough for him as he never bothered me again. After that, with the assistance of the lawyer, the full amount of alimony was paid within about a month. As for Matt, since then, he couldn't bear the judgmental looks from everyone in the office anymore and ended up resigning. He's now working a part-time job to make ends meet. He sought help from our independent children in desperation, but he was rejected. His current life is isolated and seems to have deteriorated significantly. Through this experience, I strongly felt the existence of divine retribution. For the rest of my life, I intend to treat others with sincerity and live freely.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.